Good morning, guys. It is me again, Angelia, with another Jesus talk. Um, okay, so this one is really like I was like, wow. Okay. So this is still in the book of Genesis, and this is Abraham's being disobedient, like really is what's happening. So God gave Abraham a promise. He told him to do something. He gave him some direct orders of what he should do, and he didn't do it. I don't know if he realized he didn't do it or what he was thinking, but he wound up paying for it eventually. And it's really like, it just really shows, the character of God and what he expects and how he works when you obey what he tells you. So this is in Genesis 12, 1 through 3. And the Lord said to Abraham, leave your land, your family, and your father's household for the land I will show you. I will make of you a great nation and will bless you. I will make your name respected, and you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you. Those who curse you, I will curse. All the families of the earth will be blessed because of you, right? So he told him to leave his land, leave his family, and leave his father's household. Abraham leaves. He takes his wife, which technically isn't his family because they got married and became family. But he takes his nephew Lot, right? So he takes his nephew Lot with him. So they go and they're traveling this land and they come across the first land, and Abraham breaks camp. He builds an altar, and the Lord comes and he says, I will give this land to your descendants, right? So, all right, cool. Descendants got some land. They continue to travel. They, go to Pharaoh's place, and Sarah pretends to be his sister, and Pharaoh marries her, and the Pharaoh's place is plagued, and they throw them out of there, and they leave there with a lot of more stuff. Lot now has possessions as well. Lot has just as much as Abraham now, and they're traveling together, right? To the point that they are their herders began to argue, right? And Abraham says, hey, Lot, I don't want this confusion, let's separate. You go wherever you want to go. You go north, I'm gonna go south. You go south, I'm gonna go north. So Lot decides to go to Jordan Valley, and Abraham stays in Canaan. Soon as Lot leaves, what happens? Soon as Lot leaves, here comes the Lord. And the Lord says to Abraham, after Lot separated from him, the Lord said to Abraham, from the place where you are standing, look up and gaze to the north, the south, the east, and the west, because all of the land you see, I give you and your descendants forever. Now, my message here is that what is it that the Lord told you to do and you haven't done yet, right? Because they wind up coming all the way back to the exact place where they originally started, and Abraham had built the first altar while they were on their travels. They winded up back there with all of their stuff together, and that's where they ended up separating, and then he was blessed, right? So they ended up right back in the land they began from the beginning, and that's where he received his blessing. So my question is to you, what is it that the Lord has told you to do, you haven't done, and you feel like you going in cycles? You feel like you keep going in this circle and end up right back in the same space, right back in the same place. Here, let me make it more clear for you. Let's say you're a woman who's gotten married, all right? But you keep ending up in the same type of situation, not even married, in a relationship. And you keep ending up in the same type of situation because you're not listening to something, a way that the Lord wants you to do it. All right. He gave us a specific way to go about relationships. He told us how to do it. But we keep ended up in the same type of place, whether it be with work, whether it be with the relationship with a family member, whatever it is. Why do you keep ending up in the same place? He can bless you in that place, but it's something that you're supposed to leave behind that you keep bringing with you. What is that thing? Is it your attitude that you keep bringing with you? Is it your bitter heart that you keep bringing with you? Is it some type of stronghold or addiction that you keep bringing with you? It's something that you keep bringing with you to the same place that you're going to receive your blessing, exactly where you are, but you keep bringing it back with you after you go through a relationship, go through a job, go through whatever it may be. You keep bringing that thing back with you. Okay? He wants you to leave it. He wants you to leave it so that you can be blessed. You can't carry this stuff. So I thought this is really relevant, especially with us going into a new year, right? And, you know, the fact that it's in the beginning of the Bible, right? And we're going into a new year, it was just like, wow. Like, okay. Let's really think about and pray for God to help us to leave the things that He doesn't want us to have so that we can receive the blessings that He has in store for us. He has so much. He even gave stuff to Abram's descendants before He blessed Abram because He wanted to carry Lot with Him. Okay? What is your lot? What is your lot? What is that thing that you want to carry with you when you shouldn't be carrying it? Heartache, heartbreak, resentment, hate. Okay? Don't carry those things with you. It's blocking your blessings, as they say. That's what it's doing. It's blocking your blessings. All right? I hope that, I try to really, really let the Lord use me and not put my own, feelings or anything into this. So I think that's it. That's all I have. I hope that this helps somebody. Again, this story is in Genesis. It starts around Genesis 12, 1 and 3, and it goes all the way through to Genesis 13, and chapter 13, 14 through 15. It's a wonderful story, and it just shows how the Lord is. Like, He'll send you all the way through. He even sent him all the way through. The person that wasn't supposed to be with him received blessings as well, because he now had just as much cattle and herd as Abram did, but he wasn't supposed to be with him, So just because you still are gaining things and getting things doesn't mean that you have more in store for you. Okay? Listen to what the Lord is saying. I love you guys. I hope that this is helping somebody. I always do my videos raw and uncut. It is 5:30 in the morning, so I wake up like this. Hello. Bye, guys.